Hey friends, it's Shereé, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you two garments that I recently made that are now going to be two summer staples in my closet. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. Alright, let's get into it. This summer, I kicked off my summer sewing with my outfit that I wanted to wear for Juneteenth, and that is this gorgeous tank top that I'm wearing now, as well as a long and flowy skirt. Both of these patterns are beginner friendly, but they are appropriate for all sewing levels, and I'm obsessed with them, and I can't wait to make more versions of this same combination. The first pattern that I sewed up is the Seamwork Clark tank top. This is the tank top here. This is a very easy tank top pattern and I highly recommend it. Spoiler alert, I love it. This pattern only has 4 pattern pieces. It has a front and a back, and it has a front and back lining. There are a couple of things that I love about this tank top. One is that it has extra wide straps so it covers my bra band, and if I wear a nude colored bra and it shifts a little bit because it is flowy, it's perfectly okay because the strap is wide enough to where it wouldn't show very much of that. I also like that this tank top can be cut on the fold, or it can be cut on the bias so that it can change how the fabric moves on your body depending on the fabric that you choose. I do believe that this tank can also be made out of a woven or a knit fabric, which is also a really nice option. For those of us that are a bit busty, I definitely think that this is a winner as far as tank tops go. And I also like the option that I can shorten the length of the tank to make it more cropped to stop more at the waist length, or I can leave it at the length that it is now and it stops at the top of my hips, and I think that's just absolutely perfect and comfortable. Covers the belly really nicely, nice and flowy. I will insert pictures so that you can see what it looks like and how it moves. I think that I'll be making more of these in the future, and one of the things that I love about this pattern is that just like all of the other Seamwork patterns, the instructions are extremely detailed. If you look closely, you can see that there is an illustration for each step in the process of putting the garment together, and you will not struggle with putting this together. It was so easy to follow. I love Seamwork patterns for this very reason right here, is that in some cases, I do recommend that you read all your instructions always, but in some cases the illustrations are just so nice that you can actually sew your garment by looking at the illustrations in the pattern. So having both to get you through the project just helps the project to go smoother, and it just comes out better. So I really love this pattern and I highly recommend it. If you've never sewn a Seamwork pattern before but you're interested in what their patterns are like, I highly recommend that you check them out. There's a link below that will give you a discount on your subscription to Seamwork should you decide you want to subscribe, and that will actually save you 50% on your subscription. So check out the link below. The next thing that I made to go along with this tank is a fantastic skirt, and the skirt is McCalls M9136, and I'll insert a picture for you. This skirt has 5 different views. One is a shorter length skirt that stops below the knee, that's view A. Then there's view B, the version that I made, which goes all the way down to the ankles, I guess depending on how tall you are. I'm only 5'4". And then there's a version that curves at the hem but has a ruffle, and that is view C. And then there's a view D that also curves but just has a folded over hem, no ruffle. And then there's E that has a shorter length, and it is a crisscross wrap type of skirt. This is a very easy pattern, and it only requires, for the version that I made, which is view B, 2 pattern pieces. You can't go wrong with 2 pattern pieces, a front and a back. And so with this pattern, instead of having a waistband piece, you just take the top edge of the 2 pattern pieces that have been sewn together, you fold them down, you stitch it down, and add your elastic. That's it. It's just the easiest pattern to put together. The fabric that I chose for these garments is a beautiful fabric that I picked up from LA Finch Fabrics, and I will put the name of the fabric on the screen because I don't remember the name of it right now, but it is a very light and flowy fabric that is just everything. I actually bought 3 yards of it, and it was just enough to make both pieces. However, I wish I had gotten more so that I could make more garments out of it. I would love to have some flowy like skirts or shorts to go with this tank also in this print, because I think that would be so nice for summer. But definitely a beautiful fabric, and if you purchase this fabric, I do want to let you know that you will have to be careful when ironing, because this will melt under your iron. I learned from experience, so I recommend that you use some type of ironing sheet, or like myself, I use a leftover piece of cotton from a previous project. I lay it on top of my garment and then I do my ironing in order to get out any wrinkles. But to be perfectly honest, this fabric is so nice that I believe that if you just hang up your garment, the wrinkles will fall out. I have washed and worn this a few times already, and it hasn't been that long since I made it, and each time just hanging it up actually knocked out most of the wrinkles. But you know how it is when you want to look extra cute, you just have to press all your things. So I did iron them, and I used a cover when I did so. So this is definitely a summer pairing that I'm obsessed with, and I will absolutely make again. For the skirt, I could see myself making several versions because all the versions on there are really nice. And for this tank, I definitely could see myself making it out of a woven or a knit. I could see myself shortening it or keeping it the length that it is, but it is perfect for me for this summer, and I think that you may enjoy it as well. If you enjoyed hearing about my two most recent makes, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day and a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye.